Hello, and welcome to this collective and timeless reading. This is E-Star Tarot, and today we're going to be doing one last collective reading before the holidays. So this will be my last one for probably until the new year. So I'll be taking a little break to enjoy the holidays, but I will see you after the 1st. So look forward to that, and I really am hoping everybody has a really nice holiday. And honestly, I just want to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel, liked my videos, or left comments. I really appreciate the support, and I honestly am so surprised at how quickly this channel grew, and just really appreciate everyone's support. And yeah, it's just been a really amazing journey. I didn't know what was going to come of it when I started this channel and wanted to share these messages, but it's been really great and I'm glad I did it. So I'm looking forward to another year where we get to do more readings together and see what messages we can bring in for everyone involved and for the highest good of this collective. So today we're going to be doing another reading to see what messages our ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels want to deliver to us right now. And I kind of want to ask, what surprise is coming in for you? I think there's going to be something over the holidays or with the new year. So if there's any surprise or unexpected news coming in, let's see what they have to say about it. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Wheel of Fortune. What a perfect card. Your fortune is changing. So, Wheel of Fortune, yeah. You couldn't get a better card for a surprise. I get the sense that your fortune is changing. It's going, whatever's been very difficult for you, it's going to change for the better. Things are going to come to you much easier. And I think you're also just going to feel a lot lighter because you feel like life is not going to be so difficult anymore. Something lucky might happen to you. Yeah, Ace of Dice, which is the Ace of Swords. Wow. A new idea might be coming in for you. A new realization, a new way of thinking, new mental understanding. And this might have to do with just your previous situation that you were in before, that you had been struggling with. I think that this shows that you have learned something about how to deal with this on the mental and emotional level. The Empress, yeah. You've become badass, but you're doing it in your own way. There's something a little grating on there. Like some little crumb or something there. There we go. Yeah. So you're bringing in that Empress energy by being more in tune with your intuition and allowing things to come to you in the way that the universe can bring it to you. You're trusting in the divine. You're trusting in the messages. It's so funny how she's the Empress because she's wielding her battle axe basically in this situation. She's ready to take on anything. So you're kind of like I get the sense of someone who's very independent, who's kind of, could be a female, a badass female. But I really feel like, because this is the Ace of Swords, right? This is like you and your sword. You have that potential to create anything that you want for yourself, anything you desire, because you know how to bring it into you. You know how to draw in the gifts of the universe. You know how to bring your fortune to you rather than trying to chase it. We have the Chariot on the bottom there. So maybe something is going to get moving for you now. Like maybe you are going to be moving somewhere into a new space, a new headspace, but also maybe physically as well. You're going to be moving to somewhere that's a lot more in tune with your future, with things that you want to create in your life from this point onward. Oh, that That was so weird. Did you see that? Wow. They're saying upright, so I'm going to take it upright, but wow. That really flew. That was amazing. I don't even know what happened there. It's like someone flew it out of my hands. Sorry, that was just bizarre. We have the Ace of Spokes, which is the Ace of Cups. And then we have the Ten of Strands. Very interesting. So this is the gift that's coming in. Or the new opportunity, I should say. You have the Ace of Spokes, or Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So a new, and we said emotional understanding as well. So your emotional life is going to change quite radically. And it's funny how we have Joyce Byers in both of these, right? Both with the lights in the background. It's very Christmassy. But, you know, it shows me that you have completed a cycle. You've completed a lesson. You're at the end of your struggle now. It's over. It's done. You're on to the new chapter. You went through the trials and tribulations, and now you have the sword and the cup beside you. You have mental clarity. You have mental fortitude as well. So you can stand up for yourself because you know your heart. You know your boundaries. You know what you really desire. You know what your heart wants. And it's also just like a new emotional opportunity, like a new change in your emotional life. Whatever you were doing before, whatever kind of life you lived before, on the emotional level, it's all going to change now. Things are going to rapidly change. I should say radically change. It's just going to be so very different from before. It's not going to be a struggle for you anymore. And they're saying this card kind of fell off, and I looked at it. Now I think I have to include it. We have strength here as well. I don't know if you watch Stranger Things, but it's Max, and she's the embodiment of strength in that show. She goes through a lot. She goes through quite a journey with her depression and coming from an abusive home. And I think that kind of is reflective of you. Like, this is like a younger you, because it's like a young woman and an older woman, right? And it shows that you went through a life that was very difficult and very much a struggle for you as a young person. Like, I want to say a woman because it seems like you were, but if you're a man, don't worry. It's just reverse the genders. It's all good. No gender in tarot, really, but it's just energies, right? But it just shows me that, you know, as a young person, you were very, you know, left out in the cold. Like, she's holding her hands around her close, like she's trying to protect herself. And you had to do that. You had to feel insecure and unsafe in the environment that should have kept you safe. And that was part of why, you know, knowing your heart and knowing how to draw in your fortune and all the things that were meant for you was so difficult, because it was blocked by this struggle, by these mental blocks that you had. You had to overcome this struggle against that old life that was really hanging over you. It was creating a block in your life. Your, you know, attachment to the feelings surrounding that, the fears and the anger and the resentment and the grief. But now look how you've grown into the Empress. You've grown into someone who can defend themselves. Like, she's not holding her arms close trying to seem small. She's actually holding an axe, and now she's ready to take on any challengers, right? So that shows how you have changed, how you've developed. You can stand up to, you know, the bullies of the past. Even if it's someone, you know, family or friends or your society, you can stand up for yourself now. You have the strength, you have the courage. Yeah. It's not easy. But, you know, it's really reassuring that you're getting these cards like Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, and Ace of Swords. Like, it shows me that something new is coming in for you. You're going to be surprised at how well you do. in this new life that's coming for you. How much stronger you are than you think you are. So, what can we do to allow this to come in for us? Yeah, the cold moon. Yeah, so sometimes we have to let go of old personalities and people in our lives that were not very kind to us. They were cold to us, right? They weren't loving or giving when they should have been. And I even sometimes with this card, I feel like a narcissistic mother or something like that, or a sibling, like something where there was someone close to you or even a partner who treated you wrong, who treated you in a way that was like cold, in a way to manipulate your emotions or to control you. You are succeeding over that. I think you're going to be surprised at how well you can stand up for yourself against that. I think that's part of the surprise, is that you've changed so much that you don't even realize how well you're going to deal with these energies from here on. It's going to be a lot easier for you because you've grown, because you've done the work to work on yourself and to grow and to take the time to figure out your heart, to understand your heart and understand what your boundaries are and assert them for yourself. It takes work, it takes practice. So I think for you, that's kind of the surprise. That maybe you're going to see some of these people over the holidays and you're kind of a little scared to face them, but actually I think you're going to do really well. Better than you expect. The crone, number 8. 8 is a very abundant number. I think it's showing your wisdom, that you've gained such wisdom to be able to stand up to these energies that it's going to really shock people. It's going to be like, wow, better not mess with her. She knows. She knows what she wants and she's not afraid to say it. She's not going to let anybody manipulate her or push her around. Yeah, the crone is like, it's funny because some people would think, oh, a crone, an old woman, like, you know, sometimes we feel like we don't want to get old, but actually there's so much wisdom with being the crone, right? I get the sense that even though you're not old, you have like that crone wisdom, like someone who's been through it. And maybe even like going through so much struggle has made you feel old in like your heart, like in your mind, like you feel like, oh, I've been through so much. How could I do anymore? I feel tired. But actually the crone's, she's not tired. She's wiry. She's got the power of wisdom and knowing, and her intuition is sharp. She can pick up on things, pick up on deceptions, illusions, and see the truth through them. So she's not going to let anybody deceive her or try to trick her or manipulate her emotions as well. Possum. I just love his little face. Little meh face. Bashfulness, the opossum and peony. Okay. Let's get one more card here. I just want to see. You might actually be surprised at how people react to you, like how people treat you with like new respect. It might make you feel like, oh, am I worthy of being in this position of respect? But you are. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise, and don't let yourself convince you that you're not. So it's easy to feel guilt in these situations, like, oh, should I be so assertive or with my boundaries? But actually, it's a good thing. Healing, yeah. This is healing for you, but also for others as well. When we assert our boundaries and tell others how we really feel, we're being honest and we're being authentic, and we also help them to heal as well, because sometimes people need to hear the truth. They need to hear how their actions affect others. And, you know, when we try to appease other people in order to not create conflict, it actually prevents them from their lessons and their healing. So it's really important that you make sure that you're standing up for yourself in a way that helps you to teach others your boundaries. You know, and we can do this with love. We can do this without having to cause a fight or to be in a state of tension, right? Because we don't want to put ourselves in a state where we're not thinking clearly, where we're not, our communication between our mind and our heart and our spirit is, you know, not blocked by, you know, tense emotions, confused emotions, right? It's good to keep our cool. But sometimes when we want to avoid conflict, we become like the bashful opossum. We want to hide and retreat away all the time. But actually what we need to do is stand our ground. We need to be seen and not be afraid of that. Because sometimes we want to make others feel more comfortable by making ourselves small. But we need to be okay with standing up for ourselves and being who we are, and not, you know, others' discomfort make us shrink, right? In order to make them comfortable. It's not about that. That's not the right way to go about it. So I think for you, you're going to be shocked at how much you've changed, and others will be shocked at how much you've changed, but it's a good thing. It's good for everybody involved, actually. So don't be scared of that. Don't feel like you need to hide. Okay, I think I'm going to take one of the Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Oh, that was quick. Surrender, yeah. So you might be a little bit scared to face people, face conflict, face the music, so to speak, where you have to tell people your truth. You have to stand in your truth. But the thing about the Hangman is when you surrender, everything gets easier. Everything feels much better in the end, even if it's tough. Because like the Hangman is obviously uncomfortable, but yet, you know, he's getting it over with. He's going through something that maybe his mind is telling him we have to avoid this at all costs, but actually the universe is like, no, this needs to happen, and just let us take you through this lesson. So whatever it is that you've been struggling with, you know, and I also get the sense that you have surrendered. You have like let go and are letting whatever happens, right? Yeah, Nine of Swords. You've been worried about it. Yeah. The bashfulness besides the peony. And look, the peony and the flowers in the wall really match, huh? So that tells me these cards are connected. Yeah, you've been worried about being seen. Because maybe you've spent some time away from others and you've done so much growing that now when you appear again, it's going to feel strange. You're afraid to show people the new you because you know that it might cause conflict with people who want you to be your old self. But the universe is asking you to surrender to this experience, surrender to the healing, because there is healing in this moment where you're going to show others yourself, stand proud in your truth, and it's going to work out. It's not going to go in a way that's going to cause conflict, and there might be a little conflict, but I think actually you're going to handle it very gracefully. Yeah, I think you're going to be all right. So, you know, the surprise I think is that everything's going to work out, you know, like everything is going to go better than expected. I think you're going to surprise yourself, actually, by how you assert yourself. I think that's the surprise. Because it's going to show you how much you've changed, because you're going back to old situations and dealing with it in a new way. Maybe old people, and not like you're going back like you're going to stay there. It's like you might be, I'm just thinking in terms of the holidays, you might be around people that haven't, because that's the thing about the holidays. Sometimes when we travel for them as well, we go back to our old homes and things like that, things can feel a little strange. Things can feel stressful as well as nostalgic. So it's kind of a trip. But I think that for you, things are going to work out really well, better than expected. And you might have to stand up for yourself at some point, but you're going to do this really well. So what can we expect then? Oh, there it is. Heroism. Let your inner hero out. This is perfect. Moon and Leo. And 17, that's the number of the star. There's hope. Let your inner hero out. Yeah, be your own hero. Be the one that says when something doesn't feel right for you. Be the one that tells others what you really feel or what you want in a situation, with love, of course. Because there's a way to do that. You can say what you want or what you feel without causing or without getting into a fight. And sometimes people will make a fight anyway. Like it'll happen anyway. But if you keep your cool, if you stay in your calm energy, irregardless of what they do or say, you keep the power in that situation, right? It doesn't matter what they do. Because you know your truth and you're standing in your truth. Yeah. And this is also, you're being a hero for yourself in this moment going forward with your life, because you're using your wisdom and your knowledge to get you out of situations like this in the future. You're moving on to a new chapter of your life that's going to be so much better for you because you're letting it go. You're surrendering yourself. Like, you're not trying to hang on to old things in the past anymore. You're letting them go fully. You're using your inner strength to keep you safe, but also fight your battles, right? You became the person that can fight for yourself, that can stand up for yourself. You know your heart and your mind. They're clear. The path is clear. Oh, not yet. What else can... Okay. Saying just keep shuffling. I was trying to think of a question, but we'll just let the card fall out. Okay, that's it. Oh my gosh. Sun in Aries, number 1. Leap of faith. Yeah, it takes a leap of faith to jump into this new way of being a different self that doesn't let others push you around or bother you like they used to. But it's also that you're moving into a new life, and maybe others can sense that. And that makes them a little bit uneasy, makes them uncomfortable, and they're not even sure why, but on an energetic level, they can sense it. But for you, this is the beginning of everything that's going to come after. This is the new beginning for you, where you choose to be different. You choose to have different outcomes because of how you act, because of your choices. You're not going to let anybody hold you back or confuse you or try to manipulate you anymore. It's now you're in your power. You can stand up to it's like when you level up and you go back and fight old bad guys in a video game or something, and like you realize how much you've grown because I can take them out in one hit. This creature used to be such a struggle for me, now I can beat it easy. It's going to be like that. But it's also you stepping into joy because we have the dolphins here, right? So it's not about fighting. It's about choosing what you need with love. Like choosing your heart, choosing what is loving for you rather than good for others. And part of that is your self-mastery. You have this ace of dice. You have all this potential, but you also have you're masterful with your words now. Like you know how to assert your needs with your words and tell other people how you're feeling and what your needs are. This is great. I'm happy for you because this is not an easy journey. It's not easy, but I think you've gotten through the hard part. I think the hard part is just learning and seeing that you need to do that, right? It's learning that, getting to that place where you know that you have to do that is one of the hardest parts. Because often we stay stuck. We don't want to look at what we really need to do. So if you've done that, you know, good job. Good job learning and growing. Seeing what you need and deciding to go for it. And not let others guilt you or make you feel like you can't. All right, we're going to end this reading with a couple of past life tarot cards. And, well, they're not really tarot cards, but I'm not sure what kind of cards to call these, but my little circle cards. Yeah. All right, so what can we look forward to with this new energy that we're taking on, this new assertive, powerful self that's drawing in our abundance? What can we expect? What can we look forward to? Oh, okay, isn't that one? Oh, and that was it. But so far away. Here we go. Religious devotion, reverent. Wow. Yeah, so you're going to be very devoted to your new life. Yeah, mystical here is one of the key words. Yeah, I don't necessarily think this is like you're going to get a new religion. I think this is more about you having yourself be spiritually attuned to the beauty of the universe and also to the magic of your own life. Like, seeing this all work out for you is going to give you such powerful belief in the beyond, in the spiritual realms. Because you see how you can pray for help and you can work on yourself, work on your spiritual fortitude, and it has such an effect. I think you might also just be heading for a life that is very other people's, like these energies that you're leaving used to keep you low vibrationally, and it didn't allow you to go to your highest vibration, to your highest self. But because you're letting that go, you're cutting loose, it's making you raise your vibration to such a level that you're going to get really higher messages, like higher intuition. New things are going to be popping up for you. These cards need to come out. Okay, so what else? Is there anything else we can end with? Oh, there we go. Children. I wasn't expecting that. Children, fertility. Oh, fertility. This is interesting. This could be to do with your inner child. Like, your inner child is going to heal from this. Like, you're going to have a lot more, like, your inner child is going to come out more in such a way that it's going to affect your whole life. Because once you heal that, then your inner child can come out and feel safe. You can express yourself more authentically. You can be, because we are our inner child, right? But when that gets pushed down, because we have to feel safe, right? We have to keep ourselves safe. Sometimes we have to grow through a period of survival mode, and that part of ourselves gets locked away. I think you're going to see that your inner child can come out, that you can be who you really are, and feel joy again, because we have the dolphins here, and that's where it's going to go. So feeling that connection to your inner child is going to be the biggest breakthrough, I think, for you. Feeling like you can be that person again, that you can feel that joy every day and in every aspect of your life again. But for some, this might even literally mean children. Like, it might put you on a path towards having children, or just doing things that are associated with children, like creativity. Like, being creative like a child is also what I'm hearing, which involves your inner child as well. So, I'm really happy for you. I think this is going to be really, really great. And, you know, you've done the work, so, you know, you deserve it. And I want you to know that you don't have to feel guilty for that. You don't have to make others feel safe or comfortable with your transformation. You just have to transform. You just have to surrender to your healing and let it happen. Don't let others hold you back, because I think that what you have coming for you is so great, so beautiful. And your ancestors and spirit guides, everyone behind you, the guardian angels, they're all helping you get there. And so you're going to really believe in magic after all this, because we have that religious devotion, right? You're going to really feel that those aspects are real. I'm not sure if you do already, but you know, magic is real, but it takes belief, right? And self-belief. But I think you already know that. So I wish you all the best with that. I didn't even mention my crystal here, but it's a piece of fluorite. So I don't know if that means something to you, but with our bird totem here, I think it has to do with your freedom. I think you'll have a great sense of personal freedom once you take that leap, once you let others, or once you surrender, I should say, to what's, you know, about to take place, what's about to change for you. Yeah. So with that, I think I'll leave it there. If you want, you can like and subscribe, or leave a comment if this resonated. Otherwise, I just wish you all the best over the holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that stuff. And I'll see you in the new year. All right. Take care.